Cincinnati workers could offer clues in the growing scandal surrounding the Internal Revenue Service. 9 on your side first told you yesterday about a group of local IRS workers called to be interviewed by a congressional committee next week. I-Team reporter Jason Law has an update now on how this process will work. Jason.
Tanya, this morning we got our information from 2 spokespeople from the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. Now, what we learned is that the interviews with the local Cincinnati IRS workers will be conducted in Washington, D.C. sometime next week. The transcripts from those interviews will not be made public. The local IRS workers will be interviewed by the committee staffers from Democratic and Republican members, so it's a bipartisan effort. These workers are not being subpoenaed for a hearing. Their participation is voluntary at this point, but committee spokesman Ali Ahmad said there's no indication the IRS workers will not be made available to answer their questions. That's a double negative, but in other words, the IRS will be making these workers available to answer questions in Washington, D.C. next week. Now, in a letter from Congress to the IRS, the committee makes it clear that the interviews will begin on Monday, but when we called this morning, no times or locations for the interviews have been set. We'll continue to follow this story, and you can get more on WCPO.com. Tanya.
Okay, we look forward to more reports. Thanks, Jason.